I had a 3.8 grade point average in college. Now I can barely read or write. I got glaucoma, I can't see. You know what I'm saying? The dementia has taken a toll on me. That's enough to make you want to commit suicide.
Hello. Addiction, mental health, and CTE. These are just some of the consequences of playing football in the NFL. And in this video, we aim to shed light on these issues that aren't addressed.
There's a lot of pressure on football players to always be available to perform, put on by the team and society. In a recent lawsuit, a dozen former players have accused the league and its teams of repeatedly administering the painkiller Toradol before and during games. "We took it like clockwork," said Horn, a receiver who played 12 years in the NFL. Society also puts pressure on players by holding them up to masculine standards. Because of this pressure to stay on the field, players end up resorting to painkillers in order to keep playing. A survey of 644 players confirmed that 52% of them took painkillers during their career, and 71% reported abusing painkillers.
Okay, you take this painkiller, you can play. If you don't take it, you can't play. The love and the passion that you have for the game, you're gonna go and do it. You're 21 years old, you don't know no better. Game day, we walk in the locker room. Those who gonna get shots, get in this line. You should have seen the people running to get their Toradol shots. After the game, you got your pills, Percocets, Tylox, Loratabs, cortisone shots, morphine pills, or morphine shots. Before it was over with, I was consuming over 183 pills a week, not knowing the effects it had on my liver and my kidneys, or more importantly, my developed split personality.
It is known that the effects of playing football can have serious consequences on NFL players by creating a significant amount of stress physically and mentally. Iverson's study stated NFL players have depression and other mental health problems. Chronic pain, opioid use is relatively common, and those with depression and chronic pain also have a greater life stress and financial difficulties. 68% of players are injured a year, which has led to a higher risk for serious injuries and long-term effects.
You know, there's consequences to what you do. And I knew when I signed on that more than likely someday I would have some problems. I didn't realize the extent of those problems. Shoulders, fingers, back, neck.
It was reported that 11 NFL players committed suicide from June 2000 to September 2012.
I do experience anxiety. I do experience depression. And I have thought about what it'd be like to not be here.
Former Denver Broncos wide receiver Brandon Marshall has borderline personality disorder.
At that moment, I had friends come around and say, "Hey, you need to really sit down and talk to someone." And I found myself at McLean Hospital for 3 months, away from my wife, away from my home.
Which has inspired him to become an advocate by breaking the silence and stigma concerning mental health awareness.
There's no happy ending. But I'm gonna make sure we come close.
CTE is a progressive degenerative disease of the brain found in athletes with a history of repetitive brain trauma. The consequences of CTE are severe. Approximately 65% of NFL athletes retire with permanent injuries, and prolonged experiences with pain are commonplace. CTE causes instances of paranoid outbursts, fits of rage, and violence which impact players long after their career is over.
For our viewing pleasure, they pay for it with their bodies, and now we're finding out with their brain. We know the helmet is not the answer. There has to be something done about the contact. I think people are probably going to start questioning, what are we doing? What are we really doing? And what do we need to do now to fix it or to stop some of this?
In conclusion, the NFL must do a better job at highlighting these main issues like drug addictions, mental health issues, and CTE from poor tackling and head-to-head collisions, as well as providing programs for these players that are struggling in and out of their careers to help reduce the harmful impact that the NFL can cause.